Hi, Greg Wrubell here with the head coach of the BYU women's soccer program, Coach Jen Rockwood. And Jen, we're one game into conference play, a little more than halfway through the season, but we could basically say we're at the halfway point right now. And through the first half of the season, you could almost say kind of two 6-game phases. The first one, you end 1-3-2, and the next one, 6-0-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great last couple weeks for us. We've found ways to score goals, which ultimately, has helped us win some games. And so I think we're on the right track. It's been quite a journey since we started the season, and we had a lot of growing to do, a lot of learning, both for the players and the coaches on where to go and how to put people and make people most effective. But I think we've turned the page a little bit, and we're moving in the right direction.
You identified goal scoring as a main key. Through those first 6 games, you were averaging exactly 1 goal a game. 3 goals a game since, and that's a magic number for you, as you know.
It is. We've got some really dangerous players, and they're finally kind of getting their their groove on, you could say, as far as feeling a little bit more confident in front of the goal. Ashley already has 2 more goals, and she scored all of last year. And I think she's feeling confident. She's just a dangerous player. Every time she gets the ball, she has a chance to get her own shot off. And Nikki, Elena, and Murphy are feeling a little bit more confident. They got great speed. They have great technical ability. And as we can get them a little bit more confident in front of the goal, I think we're going to score more goals.
So Ash leads the team with 8 right now, but she's one of 7 players with multiple goals. You have 7 players with multiple assists. These are great numbers.
Yeah, when we started the season and knew the attacking power that we potentially had, we felt that we could get a lot of goals from different players, and certainly Ashley's leading the way. But we want to be a team that someone can't shut down 1 or 2 players, that we know we have lots of people out on the field that are capable of scoring goals. And so far we've done a good job of that in the last 3 weeks, and we just got to keep pushing forward and maintaining the progress that we've made, and even just get better. I mean, we certainly can get better than we are right now, and that's what we'll try and do this next weekend.
You're a dangerous team. You're almost doubling up your opponents in shots. Almost half your shots are on frame. You're certainly trending in the right direction in terms of being a threatening offensive club.
Yeah, and we've worked a lot on that, and a lot of that starts all the way back with our defenders. Our defenders have done a much better job of helping us keep possession out at the back, playing a lot more composed, finding our midfielders in better opportunities so they can ultimately get the ball into the attacking third, and finding us better opportunities to get some shots off. And so it really starts with Kat. We talked last week about Kat being one of our best possession players right now. She's up to 88% from a goalkeeper. That's something we've never seen on our team. So she's really done a great job of helping us keep the ball and build our attack out of the back.
Kat is your keeper of record in all 7 of your wins, and early in the season, she and Hannah were doing a platoon. You kept with it for a while. Did it play out the way you ultimately hoped it would, seeing as where you are now?
I have to say yes, because it's led us to some wins. I mean, we didn't know quite what direction to go to. Obviously, that's why we kind of stuck with it, and we did that with several players. I mean, a new team, a lot of new faces. We used the preseason to give different people different looks and some different positions, and ultimately, based on what happened, we've made some decisions moving forward, and it seems like those decisions have worked out so far, and we'll just keep evaluating each and every weekend and see what happens.
One of the new faces you've stuck with pretty much from the get-go is Busy Phillips. She's 3rd on your team in minutes played in the midfield, and she's moved around a bit in the midfield, but she's kind of found somewhat of a home at holding mid, depending on the match. And she told me a couple of weeks ago that she didn't see herself as a holding mid necessarily, but she said, if Jen wants to play me there for 4 years, I'll do it. She's has a great attitude that way.
She is. She's just a great worker, and just like all of our girls, they just want to do whatever it takes to get on the field and compete. I didn't see Busy as a holding midfielder coming into the season, but that happens a lot. We got a lot of different girls playing different positions. Sarah in a completely different position. Annie's never been a center back until last year, and so we believe that Busy just showed that she knew how to find the ball, and she has great composure, great soft feet. She's actually very strong in the air. Typically a holding mid is a little bit taller, who can win those balls, but she's great in the air as well, and has really helped settle our midfield down and doing a great job. We have a lot of great midfielders right now that are playing well for us.
Busy's found the net a couple times, as has her freshman, former high school teammate, Maddie Lyons, who's proven very dangerous. Hasn't taken a ton of shots, but when she takes them, they're on frame, and she's shown she can find the back of the net. Yeah,
and we knew Maddie was going to be a great player and has a great future for us. There's no doubt. She's got amazing speed. She's a lot faster than she might appear because she has great size. She's a strong player, has a fantastic shot. And we hope to get Maddie some more increased minutes over the course of the rest of the conference play. But she's a dangerous player, no question.
And had one of the goals of the year in women's college soccer as well earlier this season.
That was a lot of fun, a spectacular goal. I know she's got a few of those in her still.
So you've you had some preseason injuries you had to deal with before really things got underway, and Hillary Kafusi and Camille Green. In-season's been relatively healthy. Now, you did lose Taylor this past week at San Diego. What's her situation, and how do you look right now as a team?
Yeah, we've been overall pretty healthy. Taylor tweaked her knee a little bit last week. We thought she might be able to go, but then we're like, let's rest her for another week. She'll be ready to play this weekend. She practiced yesterday, full practice. We also didn't have Rachel Bingham available, so 2 of our defenders we didn't have available for us on against San Diego, and we still did a great job. Miranda came in, filled in Taylor's spot, did a great job for us, and Miranda's been playing well as well as all of our other defenders. But everyone right now is healthy, and I think we'll be ready to go.
How's Rachel doing?
Rachel's fine. She had a bad quad and or hamstring, I can't remember which one, but she practiced yesterday full go.
Nothing long term?
Nothing long term.
So we mentioned you're a game into WCC play already with the win at USD. Great win, by the way. Now you're into the thick of the conference race. You get a couple home matches this weekend, including the big game with Portland on Thursday.
It's always a big match. They have such an amazing history and have been to so many big games and Final Fours and national championships. They have a great history behind them, so it's always an honor to play a team like Portland and have them at home. We've got the best of them the last few years, so I know they'll be really anxious to take it to us as best they can. But we know the girls are excited. They know every game. We're playing for 3 points right now. Our goal is to win the conference championship. It's a lofty goal, especially to do it 3 years in a row. But if we play well, if we can protect the goal, obviously, and score a few goals, I think we have a great chance. But every game is equally as important. Next one's Portland, so that's the most important one of the season right now.
It's 6 wins in a row and counting right now, and it's gotten you back in the top 25, in the major coaches' top 25. You're ranked 23rd, back where you want to be, and now we're talking about things like NCAA at-large resumes, things like that.
Absolutely, and we know, that's another one of our goals is to make it to the NCAA tournament. You can do that with a conference championship, but also you always need to prepare yourself to receive an at-large bid, so it's always in your control. We gave up a few results in the beginning of the season that hurt us, no question, RPI, but luckily we have a chance in conference now to pick up some wins, try and move our RPI up where it needs to go. Being in the national poll certainly gives us recognition for what we've done the last few weeks, and so that's all good. And we just want to keep everything in our own control and not have to worry about what other teams are doing. And so that's why this weekend is so valuable and so important for us.
So BYU ranked 23rd, Santa Clara also getting votes, and then Pepperdine, of course, is the top 10 team right now. They're at 8th in the poll this week.
Yeah, Pepperdine's doing a fantastic job. Tim does a great job out there. They've got a tremendous forward who's scoring a lot of goals for them. I think they're 11-1-1 right now. They're up around 6-7 in the country.
Beat Carolina.
Yeah, they've got some huge wins on their resume, so they're going to be tough, no question. But we just want to take each game at a time. The Pepperdine win counts just as much as the Portland win, just as much as the Gonzaga win. They all count the same for us. So we just got to keep that in mind and prepare the same for each and every game.
So it was a bit of a rough start for you guys, but you're back really on level ground and then some. You're almost exactly where you were last year with a club that ended up in the NCAA tournament and advancing. Yeah,
very similar situation that we were last year with a very different team, but we'll take it. Again, we're in a position where we have control over our own destiny. And a lot of that we'll see what happens this weekend. But I'm really pleased with the way the girls are training, their energy, their confidence. I think everyone feels like we've kind of settled in to how we're playing, the style that we're playing, have our identity. We're at the beginning of the season. We didn't really have an identity. We were trying to get to what BYU soccer is all about. I think this team has it right now. Even have a little bit more speed and quickness than what we've ever had in the past. So that's what's exciting about moving forward with this group.
You have been away for a while, but it is a big weekend at Southfield. Hopefully, 2 big nights for your team, crowd-wise.
Yeah, we hope the fans will come out and support us. I know the football team's playing at the same time, but you can listen to it and hopefully be at the game against Portland. They're used to playing in front of big crowds at their place, and we hope to have a great environment for them and ultimately play some really exciting soccer.
All right, well, it's been, on a personal note, it's been fun to be with you guys for much of the ride to this point. We still have some more games to go, of course, this season, but it's been a blast being around you guys and being a part of your program.
Thanks. Well, we really appreciate everything you brought, the exposure you brought to our team, and we have a lot of fun stories. I don't think we'll go into too many of those. But
already we do, yeah.
Fun to have you on the road hanging out with us. It's a fun group of girls to be around. They have a ton of energy, and and hopefully we'll keep moving forward.
It's been a lot of fun. BYU in Portland Thursday, Gonzaga Saturday, both games at South Field as the Cougars get into the thick of the West Coast Conference race. So for the coach, Jen Rockwood, I'm Greg Wrubell. So long.
Just a great overall defensive effort. Certainly, as I mentioned, it started with all the pressure. Portland's such a great, talented team. They like to move the ball 1 and 2 touch, and we just asked the girls to try and make them uncomfortable by pressing as much as we could and finding our marks nice and early. If you give them too much space, they can just wheel and deal in between, and they did it a few times, and we regained our marks, and just our commitment to winning 50-50 balls was a big, important part of the game tonight as well. I'm just really proud of the girls. It came out, it starts all with our high pressure. So not only did our forwards get the job done on offense, they started our defensive pressure that I think really helped us along for full 90 minutes. The offense is doing a fantastic job. We've really kind of gotten a little bit more chemistry over these last few weeks, and you can tell the girls feel very comfortable playing together and with each other. They're kind of looking for each other more than they ever have, and certainly Ashley coming up with 3 huge goals. When you can score early, it certainly helps get us pointed in the right direction.
It felt pretty good. I don't know, we played great. So our team working hard at practice and then getting to know each other better. I wouldn't have scored any of my goals if it wasn't for my team moving off me, giving me great passes. So we've just all been working hard and learning more about each other.
Ashley was eager and willing to take some shots and to look for that third one. But 2-0 is still a dangerous score. So, she was coming out before she hit that goal, and so timing was very good.
No, I didn't know I was coming off. I just knew I wanted another one because I don't know, a hat trick would be pretty cool. So I just kept shooting and got it.
She deserves it. She's been doing great for us. After our disappointing loss to Utah, we made some changes and recommitted ourselves to playing more competitively, more physical, and from then we've just gotten better each week. We've worked harder in practice. The girls are all on board. We're playing so well right now. I'm just really proud of these guys. They're fun to watch, and I think we just keep getting better each weekend, and that'll continue to be our goal. Yeah, we just talked at halftime that we played a great 45 minutes, so we needed to reward ourselves. We had to stay solid on defense because Gonzaga's proven to come up with some big goals. They've got great shooters, and they're dangerous, so we didn't want to settle for anything defensively. But to just keep pushing and believing that things were going to fall for us. Absolutely, it's been our major focus, is being more physical, committed to swarming defense, relentless defense, making our opponents uncomfortable. That's been our number one recommitment after our Utah loss, and it's made all the difference. It's helped us play better offensively. It's helped us find our composure, and it's just what we do. It's what we've always done as a program, is to try and out-hustle our opponents, and I think we've been able to do that here the last few games. Ashley's a competitor. We knew that when she came here. She had a great year last year, but she's been a dominating performer so far this year. She's dangerous. Teams have to adjust to her. She can create her own shot. She's fast. She's physical, and she just makes things hard. Plus, she's learning to be a great passer. She's combining very well, and she's just dangerous. Every time she touches the ball, you think something good could happen. Brings a lot of confidence to the rest of her teammates, but they're all working extremely hard. And the great thing is that they're working together. Our 4 attacking players, Elena, Murphy, Nikki, and Ashley, have great chemistry right now. They're very dangerous, and then we don't lose anything when we come to our bench. Our bench is playing very well. We got great speed, and again, they're just playing really well.
Oh, definitely. It was a long journey. We had a hard start, as everyone knows, but I think once we clicked with each other, found out how we played, finally got our timing right, is when all the magic starts happening. It's a huge win for us. We know Gonzaga coming in. Both of us were undefeated, so it was a huge game for us, and I think it's definitely helped build our confidence, but we always have to make sure that we keep working harder and getting better every day.